Yes, people, what's going on? Everyone Motivation, we are back with another back with another video. Um, got a pink phone. I've got a new phone this week. Got a new phone this week. It's pink. I know, a little bit different. Some might say a little bit odd, but I got an expressive personality, and yeah, man, I just thought, you know what? I've never had a pink phone before. Why not now? Do you know what I'm saying? Perfect timing, good price as well. And well, this is what it actually looks like, to be honest. So it's got a case around it and stuff in it. So yeah, it's actually all right. Yeah, I used to have the red one before in it, which is here actually. Used to have the red one before, so I just like bright colors. I've got an expressive personality, and I feel like it comes out in everything that I do. But anyways, this is not about phones. This is not about personality. This is not even about me. Yeah, it's about you and how I wish to improve and assist you in how I wish to assist you and improve your life. But anyway, people, we are where we are. Um, Today is Thursday now, so we're getting towards the end of the week, and yeah, it's been good for me. I hope it's been chilling for you. I hope you've been smashing your goals. I hope you've been smashing everything you put your mind to, because we all at the end of the day have the same 24 hours. And yeah, it's on us. It's our responsibility to make the most of those 24 hours. But anyway, talking of 24 hours, my first point today is, you know what, I feel like sometimes we can get a bit stuck on one thing. And I'm talking of experience here, of course, in it. The first point I want to discuss is, don't be afraid to switch up the plan, the goal, or the person. If it's not serving you anymore, if it's not serving you any benefits or doing you any good, don't be afraid to switch it up. Yeah, don't be afraid to change it. Don't be afraid to make adaptations, you know. Don't be afraid to don't be afraid to change basically. Let me give you an example. At the start of the year, my plan was to fly through with poetry and, do my best to perform basically on a weekly basis. And it hasn't quite worked out that way. It started off really well, but since I sort of started to drive into the motivational space a little bit more, you know, I've had to adapt a few things and I've had to make a few changes to the goal that I want to achieve. With poetry, I was doing motivational poetry. Now I'm just doing just pure motivational, but off YouTube. So don't be afraid to change up the goal sometimes because it's necessary. You know, to get where you want to be, you have to make changes. You have to embrace change. Obviously you need to have a solid foundation, but like I said, if you feel like something's not really serving you anymore, if it's bringing you no benefits, don't be afraid to change it up. Poetry is still my thing, but right now this is my priority. This is what I believe will improve me to be the best person I can be. This is what I believe will bring me to my destiny. And the same goes for you. This is what I believe, you know, will help me bring other people to their destiny. But it's not just about switching up a goal. Like I said, if something's not serving you anymore, a relationship, a social friendship, a work environment, um, switch it up. Yeah. Just because you switch up a goal doesn't necessarily mean you failed. Okay. Changes are always necessary. And you have to embrace change in life because we live in a very fast moving society and embracing change is equally as important. Okay. So if it's not bringing you any benefits, if it's not serving you anymore, change it up. And this takes a lot of courage and it's incredibly difficult to do, especially when it comes to people. But at the end of the day, it's your life and no one cares more about your life than you know. So at the end of the day, it's up to you whether you're going to make that change that in your heart is necessary, or you're going to keep repeating the same actions, you know, keep repeating the same thoughts and just have your whole life on repeat without actually serving you any benefits. So that's my first point. Don't be afraid to switch it up, whether that be a goal, a person, a friend, a work environment, sometimes even a family member. That one there is tragic and probably the hardest out of the lot. But like I said, mindset, don't be afraid to switch it up. If it's not serving you, if it's not bringing you any benefits, don't be afraid to switch it up because life is too short. Yeah. Life is too short just to be on repeat. Life is too short just to be in a toxic cycle all the time. Cool. My second point is, and this one really hit me today, actually. Actually, you know what? It hit me today, but it's something I've known about for a while, or at least a thought I've had for a while, which is the effort you put in is exactly what you get out. I've put a great effort in, which is now my second income as of, well, I'll be honest, as of yesterday, really, I'm not gonna lie to you. As of yesterday, it's now my second income. I put great effort in getting my security license. Paid the money for the course and then paid the money for the license. Sacrificed a week where I was on annual leave, where I was on holiday, sacrificed a week and traveling up to East London 6 days a week, being there at 9:30, leaving at 6, same again the following day. Sacrificed a whole week where I was just studying to get my security license to work on his second income. I put maximum effort in and now it's paying dividends. Now maximum effort is what I put in and now what I'm getting is maximum results. And that goes across every area in life. Yeah. You put in the minimal, the most mediocre effort, that's exactly what you'll receive. Take the gym, for example. It's only in the past 2 years I've been putting maximum effort and it's paying dividends. I don't want to take my shirt off because that's a bit crazy, but you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, even in the gym, in the relationship I have with people, in my social relationships, in my family relationships, in my personal romantic relationships, the more effort you put in, the more you'll get out. And that's mainly what I have to say on it. Yeah. If you put in minimal effort, don't expect maximum results because you don't deserve it. Yeah. If you put in average effort, expect average results. If you put in maximum consistent effort, believe me, you'll be rewarded. Hard work doesn't lie. Hard work doesn't lie. So continue to put maximum effort in whatever you do. Whatever you want to be successful in, put in maximum effort. Don't put in mediocre or average effort and expect the best because it's just not going to happen. Not only are you delusional thinking like that, but you're also lying to yourself. There's one thing lying to me, there's one thing lying to other people. But when you start lying to yourself, boy, that's when you really have to assess certain things. So yeah, put in maximum effort in whatever you do. It's not always easy. And like I always say, no one is expecting perfection, but we're at least expecting you to try to put that maximum effort in and dividends will come. Your reward will come. May take a little time, but it will come. Even now, if you've been putting maximum effort for a project or something you've been working on, you're closer than you think. So don't stop now because your reward is probably around the corner. It's round the corner. It's just out of our eyesight, but it's coming. So continue pushing, continue putting that maximum effort in. You know what? This quote here, my third point, this quote here. I listened to a guy called Eddie Pinero, and I think he's a brilliant motivational speaker. And there's a video online, and I was watching it today. Actually, do you know what? This is something that I've actually got on repeat because it's just so relevant to, and it's just so relatable. But basically, it's starting to look a lot like Someday. And the message behind that quote is, it's starting to look a lot like Someday, because someday I wish that I had my own place. Someday I wish that I had my own car. Someday I wish that I had a job that I really enjoy doing. Someday I wish that I had a second income. And it's starting to look a lot like Someday. We all pray for better times and we all pray for, do you know what? one day I'm gonna have this, one day I'm gonna have that. It can even be so easy to oversee it once it's actually in our faces, you know? So take a moment and just think, you know, wherever you are now, you know, you pray to be here, you work to be here. Where you are now was once only a hopeful and a wishful someday. But you put the work in, and someday is starting to look a lot like today. And if you're not there yet, if you haven't reached your someday yet, keep going. Because like Eddie Pinero said, someday. And someday it will come and find you. But today I just have to take a moment and think, you know what? The things I have now, well, don't get me wrong, there's still more things that, you know, I desire in life. But the things I have right now, it was once only a hopeful someday, you know. And I'm sure you can relate to it too. I'm sure you can relate to it too, where there was a period in your life where you saw this vision where you are now, or you saw yourself performing on stage, or you saw yourself with a particular person, or you saw yourself with a amount of money and you have it now. You know, sometimes that can be so easy to overlook. But I want you to take a moment after this video, or even right now, and just embrace the fact that this is your someday. You know, someday you wish that you had your license back. Someday you wish that you could provide for your family. You know, someday you wish that you found a job that you'd been applying for, you'd been praying for. You know, someday you wish that you're back on good terms with that person. And it's starting to look a lot like someday. And I just thought that was an incredible quote, and something I can relate to, and something that I really hope you guys can relate to too. Now, last week I mentioned that I was gonna start introducing a new element to the channel, to the video, which is quote of the week. And to be honest, I only heard this quote today, but I think it sums up perfectly what we should all strive for, which is excellence. Prioritize excellence. Something so simple, you know, it's a very simple quote, but I think the message in it is incredibly important. Prioritize excellence. You know, chase excellence. Be excellent in everything that you do. So that's the quote for the week. Prioritize excellence. Don't half-heart something. Yeah. When you do a job, do it properly. Don't cut corners. Yes, there's a thing where, you know, you can work smart, but working smart doesn't necessarily mean cutting corners. You know, working smart is just finding a new strategy, a better way of doing things. Cutting corners is just cutting corners. How do I even explain this one? Cutting corners is leaving a job half done, or not following the process to do the job properly and just rush into the finishing line. You know, you can work smart, but that's with more strategic way. So work smart and chase excellence and be excellent. Carry yourself with pride. Speak like a professional. Behave like a professional. Treat people with the respect that you want. So carry that with you over the next week. Over the next couple of days until the next video comes out. Prioritize excellence. Be excellent and chase excellence. I've been Aaron. This is A1 Motivation. And yeah, wishing you a strong, successful week. Thank you for listening.